What secret have you never shared with anyone in your life, but would like to share anonymously? I lost my virginity to my sister. The only thing that stopped me from committing suicide was the thought that if I did it, my parents or my little brother would have to pay my student loans. When my sister annoyed me, I would take her hairbrush and scratch my hairy ass with it. When I was little, I pooped in a slide and watched my poop float in the pool at the other end of the slide all day. I gave birth at 15 and my son was adopted. It was a secret adoption. It was the most painful thing I've ever had to go through. In a few months, he'll turn 18, and if he wants to, he can find me. Now I'm married with children, and they have no idea he exists. I really want to meet him, but I'm afraid he might have mental disorders like his biological father, who is now in prison for murder. In the early years of our relationship, I didn't tell people that I had autism. Sometimes, when I start talking about it, they respond with something like, "No offense," but we knew that from the beginning. The first time I tried acid on my own, I came in a jar of chocolate protein powder that was about to expire. What's more, I also peed in it because I was high and afraid to go to the bathroom. Then I somehow forgot about it and a year later found the jar again in the closet, unaware of what was inside. I smelled the contents and it was the worst smell imaginable. When my mom showed me how to tie my shoelaces before I started kindergarten, I thought I had memorized everything, so I proudly walked around and bragged about my skill. One day, when I really needed to tie them, it turned out that I had forgotten how to do it, and I was too embarrassed to ask for help. I learned to tie my shoelaces when I was 18 or 19. My penis is smaller than average. You have to measure from the center of the anus to the very tip. I measure from the center of the anus to the nearest wall. I'm 32, and I still suck my thumb to fall asleep. And in general, when I'm just sitting alone, sometimes my friend and I masturbate together. We don't jerk each other off, we're each busy with ourselves. We just watch porn and do it on the couch. We both really enjoy it. Edit. Since many people talk about it. No, I'm not gay. No, I'm not bisexual. No, I'm not attracted to men. Yes, I'm sure. No, you can't convince me otherwise. When I'm horny, I sneeze. And I'm always horny. Everyone around me thinks I have severe allergies, but really I'm thinking about how I would fuck half the guys in this room. When I was little, I liked to turn on vibrator and put it in my mouth because it felt funny. What the fuck is wrong with me? Edit. Damn, I didn't think it would blow up like this. I'm a guy. Obviously, I didn't know what that thing was for. I don't remember the taste, it didn't leave any impression. I did it for the vibrating sensation, not the taste. I'm sure the vibrator was clean, at least. That's what I've been telling myself all these years. I have terrible anxiety, and I'm very shy, but I'm the oldest man in the family, and I have to wear a mask to fit in. Once, a wooden ball got stuck in my ass for a whole day. I went to school with it and everything. It was scary that it would get stuck there forever and I'd have to go to the doctor to get it out. I have 4 sisters. I'm the only guy. And I've fucked all of their best friends. I don't tell them anything because I want them to keep bringing their friends over. I have 4 sisters. I'm the only guy. And I've fucked all of... Please no. Their best friends. That was close. A friend suggested a threesome with him and his girlfriend. I'm thinking of agreeing. Be careful, you don't want to fall for the old, "Hey buddy, let's have a threesome with my girlfriend" line, only to end up alone with him because his girlfriend is late and you probably should have started without her. Dude, you're joking, but one guy actually pulled that on me. I've never felt so cheated when getting my dick sucked. At one point I told him, "Dude, 5 points for effort, but this is totally gay, and I was only expecting a little bit of gay, you know what I mean?" Because of me, my cousin became mentally disabled. We're the same age, and when we were 7, our grandfather bought us mountain bikes. We decided to make our own track in the forest and spent the whole summer doing it. There was a branch that I left at head height so that we could duck down and ride under it at speed. The branch was heavy, but I managed to secure it between the trees. My cousin was braver than me, so he went first. We were stupid kids and didn't wear helmets. I yelled at him to duck, but he didn't and hit his head on the branch. He flew backwards and hit his head on the ground again. I told everyone it was an accident. Grandpa sold the bikes and I didn't see my cousin much after that. Almost 25 years have passed, and now I see him every Christmas and it's always the same. He's in a wheelchair and his mother feeds him with a spoon. He doesn't talk, but he likes to draw funny figures. He probably doesn't remember that incident, and I don't know if he remembers me. That's what haunts me. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this episode, give it a like and tell us your secrets, if you have the balls to do so, of course.